Welcome back, everyone, to our F1 2020 My Team Career Mode, here with Team Chaseliner. It is time for the Grand Prix we have been waiting for all season long, the Italian Grand Prix. Now, if you did miss the last episode, folks, well, you missed nothing, because we came in with an absolute show. But in the meantime, here is how our facility is looking. You can see everything is level 2 bar that personnel department, which is level 3. Who doesn't love a level 3 personnel department? I know I certainly do. As far as the R&D is concerned, I don't believe we've got anything coming in for the Italian Grand Prix. Then again, I don't deal with that. I get my secretary to do that. Actually, we do. We get a major chassis upgrade coming in. But what we will do, because it is going to be the Italian Grand Prix, we're going to put fresh engines in. And with a 130-point lead, Jackie is well on her way, but she could still have that end-of-season collapse. We hope not. And she leads from Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, Sergio Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, Kimi Raikkonen, Lance Stroll, your top 10. And in the Constructors, Chaseliner lead the way from Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Racing Point, Renault, McLaren, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Williams, and Haas. With Nicholas Latifi still, well, I think yet to score. We get that engine upgrade in... Sorry, that chassis upgrade. I do apologise for the engine cover. I almost got it wrong there. I do apologise. Don't hold it against me. We have not a lot. So, let's see. We are now the best... Well, we're still the best chassis, actually. But at some point during the weekend, we will go for that minor and see if we can rush it in for the Singapore Grand Prix. I do hope so. But in the meantime, we will get Jackie and Tatiana practice. We will get them qualified. We'll see you on the start line for the Italian Grand Prix.
Welcome back to one of only 2 countries that has held a race every year since the very first Formula One World Championship in 1950. It is, of course, Italy, one of the great racing nations. And it's time to get underway for the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in F1. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's talk about the Iceman. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Iceman lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Bottas, Vettel, Esteban Ocon, and Sainz, Hamilton, Stroll, Kvyat, and Sergio Perez, Giovinazzi, Ricciardo, Lando Norris, and Albon, Gasly, Verstappen, Tatiana Calderon. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Kimi Raikkonen, De Vries, Magnussen, Latifi, and George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Good result last race. Let's try to go one better this weekend.
Well, I don't know how we can call the Belgian Grand Prix a good result after what actually happened, but we'll go with it and see what he says. But yes, folks, we are pole position, and look at this. We could get some rain towards the end of the Grand Prix. There's up there somewhere. Oh, it's almost like what happened in Singapore and... That's not Singapore, sorry. In Hungary and in Canada. And Tatiana's starting back there as well. So, yeah. Let's see what happens in this race for the girls. It's lights out, and away we go, folks, in the Italian Grand Prix. Jackie's got a pretty decent start, I'd say. She's going to tuck in front of the Ferrari there. The Ferrari, they're coming down to the Rettifilia. Oh, a little deep into the Rettifilia, and now through to the Curva Grande. And, oh, yellow flag. That must be just the old pile-up that they do into the first corner. But Charles Leclerc looking around the outside of Curva Grande. Jackie's blocking him off. Oh, no, he's not blocking. Oh, she is blocking. Lessons learned from NASCAR. Blocking into the De La Rogier chicane. Now down to the Lesmos. She's got a pretty good run down to the Lesmos here, folks. I mean, do mean a pretty good run. Pretty darn good run. But, oh, look at that run from Leclerc around the outside. Oh, I thought there was going to be contact made. There's still going to be contact made, side by side. Down to the Ascari chicane, under the old circuit with the old banking there, right there. Oh, it's going to be so close to going to the Ascari chicane. But Jackie just holds on. And now we're down to the Parabolica for the first time. And you can see, I think Charles Leclerc has come today and he's come for a mission. He's got a mission today and he wants to win this Italian Grand Prix, keep the championship alive as much as he can. Although I hope that Jackie can come away. Oh, she got very deep into the Parabolica and she's trying to block off Charles Leclerc. He's almost off the track. Here is Leclerc. Side by side down to the Retifilia, but Jackie's been passed there by Leclerc. Now one of the Mercedes is going to come and have a look. That's Valtteri Bottas and Jackie gliding into the Retifilia. Oh, might have been a little bit of contact then. And now Leclerc's susceptible from Valtteri Bottas here. And Bottas has got Leclerc. So Leclerc has lost 2 positions in one go with that move. As we go to Nick de Vries. He's got Kevin Magnussen for company right behind him. Will the Dane in that Ferrari-powered car. Whoa! Hello! Excuse you! Coming through. How you doing there, Mr. McLaren? Nick de Vries just did an insane dive bomb on you. If you could be compliant and let me pass, that would be fantastic. But he's being hung out to dry on the outside there. Is the McLaren. The McLaren's got Nick de Vries right back. How's that working out for the Dane there with his dive bomb? Well, he's side by side with one of the Red Bulls. That's Max Verstappen back there, I do believe. Yes, it is. Round the outside of the Lesmo. And I think Max Verstappen's going to keep that position. Yes, he is. And keep him in P1. Meanwhile, it looks like Leclerc has got past Bottas again. How's he managed that? And Bottas is now being passed by Esteban Ocon for P3. Round the outside into the Ascari chicane will go the Renault. Or side by side is not going to work either because we know how that's going to work. And there you go, P3 for the Renault. Oh, a bit of dirt and dust kicked up there. I think there was going to be more action going on behind them. As we go to Nicholas Latifi, he's got the man Gasly right behind him. And the man Gasly looking down the inside of the Ascari chicane. That's a great move. Absolutely textbooks there. Now look at this mess. Oh, this is going to be absolute. Look at this mess. You got here. You got Vettel, Bottas, Hamilton. They're also. Oh, they're going to be free wide. I think that's Lando Norris back there. You got both of the tracing points are back there. This is just an absolute mess. This is a mess, and we haven't even started. Oh, look at that. They're free wide. We've got one of the Alfa Romeos off the track there. Who is that back there? They're all free wide side by side. Somebody's got yellow. Oh, what's that behind? Oh, what is that behind? I think we're going to need something to sort that out there. What on earth happened there? So let's have a look here. So I think we're going to see Lando Norris retire here. Yes, we are. So that's Norris out. And oh, that Williams just ploughed right into him. Oh, there goes. Oh no. Oh, there's Tatiana involved. Oh, there's absolute chaos. We're going to have to bring out the red flag. Red flag the racing. Only a virtual safety car. Are you kidding me? That is more than a virtual safety car, let me assure you. We've got cars festooned all over the track here. Let's have a look at this. I believe this is Nick de Vries. Or is it George Russell? It's one of the two here. So there's McLaren. He's got. Oh, that's terrible. And then he comes right across the. Oh, and then I think. Oh, all carnage ensues behind him. Let's have a look at it from the man Gasly here. He's racing at good speed down to the Retifilia. He sees the Williams and then he just had nowhere to go. And I think that bump into the back was Tatiana. And here is Tatiana right now. Is she about to lose her front wing in this? Wow. I think she is. She's going to have nowhere to go here as well, is she? Yeah, she just nowhere to go. When you've got cars racing across the track like that, you just got nowhere to go. Meanwhile, we're back underway on the restart here. And you see, Leclerc is pretty close to Jackie. We'll have to see what happens here as they go into the Ascari chicane. She's got a good jump, but I don't know. Leclerc might have a look down into the Parabolica. Ocon still P3. Bottas, I think, is P4. Vettel P5. There's Hamilton in the background as well. They're all getting it nice and sorted here. Love seeing the fact that they get it all nice and sorted. I want it nice and sorted. Because if not, well, this is what's going to happen if it didn't sort it. We're going to have Charles Leclerc side by side with Jackie down the main straight. He's going to pass her clean, but will she have a dive bomb into the first corner? I think she will. Yes, she will. Or a bit more. Oh, he had to take avoided action. Oh, look at Ocon! Look at Ocon! Esteban Ocon! To the race lead. Absolutely sensational. Not to the race lead, in P2. But absolutely sensational there as we go to Hollywood Land Stroll with Sergio Perez. No, it's not Hollywood Land Stroll and Sergio Perez. That is... Oh, it is Hollywood Land Stroll on Sergio Perez. Big dive bomb from the Canadian. Thank you very much, he says. If you don't mind, I'm coming through. And he better come through because if he doesn't, well, all hell will kick off. And we got some pit stops back. I imagine this is for the cars to replace their wings. As Max Verstappen tries to pass Nicholas Latifi for P14. We got Kevin Magnussen, the Dane, in close attendance behind a big lock-up from Verstappen into the Retifilia. But I think he's going to get him unless Latifi gets the drive. And he doesn't get the drive, and Verstappen's going to be past him, and that's P14 for the Dane. Meanwhile, up ahead. Oh, look at this. Esteban Ocon, we're going to be free wide into the Parabolica. Esteban Ocon, Charles Leclerc, Jackie Levine. This is incredible racing, folks. Oh, it's all over the place. Oh, I think now's the time to tap out and call it a day. You've got to tap out and call it a day on this, but Leclerc still wants to make some of this. Ocon's lost to Bottas. He's lost to Vettel. Hamilton's about to come past him. Leclerc's coming through. Bottas is coming through. Oh, big lock up. Oh, is she gonna... Oh, that you got to sort that out. Sort that out pretty quickly. As Leclerc's trying to put her on the grass here, and Bottas is through. Bottas into the race lead. Leclerc into P2. Sebastian Vettel. Jackie's going backwards and backwards pretty darn quickly. All the momentum lost right there, and she goes flying up the inside. Oh, that might be it. Yeah, you might have to give them. Might have to give them back there, girl. No, she doesn't give them back. Yeah, I wouldn't give them back either. Oh, Leclerc's going to take it back himself anyway. If he's not careful, he's going to take something else in a minute. Take an L. What action! Bottas has taken the race lead here, folks. And you've got the two Ferraris side by side. This, it's a mess. An absolute mess. Look, Vettel's now flying up the inside of Jackie into the Ascari chicane. God almighty. Ocon's looking at... who's that? That's Charles Leclerc back there. Vettel's about to go past here on Jackie. And that's P2 lost. Right, Jackie, in. Get these tyres off. We're going to have to do an undercut. Get these tyres off. We're going to have to do an undercut. And we've got one of the Mercedes coming in back there as we look at in the corner. There's Charles Leclerc and Esteban Ocon for P3. You got Vettel out in P2. Let's go down the outside. We'll go Esteban Ocon as Jackie comes into her pit stall. Why are they changing the wing? Why are they changing the wing? Someone tell me why the hell they're changing that front wing. There was no need to change that front wing. Oh my god. This is an absolute joke, I'm telling you. An absolute joke. Joke of a race already. As we see the two Hasses fighting each other. That's Max Verstappen. Sorry, not Max Verstappen. Kevin Magnussen and Nicholas Latifi. This should be an easy pass for the day. No, it's an easy pass for the Canadian. He's past Kevin Magnussen there. But now, further on into the lap. Hamilton is all over Jackie's rear end here. Jackie's got to defend with absolute might here. And what? Oh my god. Oh my... Well, it never rains, it absolutely pours. Watch Hamilton here. Oh, look at that, he turned in. He turned in for a corner that was not even coming close. Watch this here. We're going to try and slow this down for you here. Now you can see here, Jackie is holding her line. She's still holding. She's still holding. She's still holding. They're at the 150 metre board. She's still holding a line. And there, look here. Lewis Hamilton turns his car into her car. That is a cheap and dirty tactic that has put her out of this race. Ridiculous. I'm telling you. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's see that in real time from Jackie's point of view here. Now watch her steering wheel. That is the key thing here. Watch her steering wheel. She keeps it absolutely straight. She is out of this race. Is the championship starting to slip away for us? I hope not.
Here we are then, a thoroughly deserved win in Italy after another excellent Grand Prix. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Not the result our points leader wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
That's got to be the Flying Finn. Wait, how many Flying Fins have we had now? Anyway, I'm talking about Bottas this time. Just great raw speed, and a good job in traffic as well.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current championship leaders still hold top spot, but that gap is getting smaller. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
I don't believe it. I honestly don't believe it. Okay, Valtteri won for Sebastian Vettel, Esteban Ocon, great podium for Ocon. Danny Kvyat, what a ride for Danny Kvyat. In P4, Daniel Ricciardo, Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, Lance Stroll, Max Verstappen, your top 10. Alex Albon, Tatiana P16. She was in the wars, but look at this. 3 DNFs. Nick de Vries, well 4 I should say. I'm dumbfounded. I'm absolutely dumbfounded at what Lewis Hamilton did there.
Good day today. Let's have your
I'm not in the mood. Let's make it quick. Make it snappy.
Your teammate beat you today. Was it a setup issue or something else?
Yeah, well, she beat her because Lewis Hamilton took Jackie out. Simple as. I should no comment her just for the sake of it, but we've got to praise Tatiana there.
You had a few bumps and scrapes today.
I would say that the person at fault... Well, they're talking about Charles Leclerc here. Not Lewis Hamilton.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Thanks. Yeah. Don't worry about it, girl. We'll remember that. We will remember what Lewis Hamilton did to us. Don't you worry. Do not panic in the slightest. We will remember that. I also think the green screen is having a bit of a fit today. I don't know what's going on there. Then again, the green screen's always having a fit during these summer months. These winter months. I don't know why. We only get 500,000 Wow. We took a pounding today, and I mean an absolute pounding. Fucking Lewis Hamilton, man.
Things are looking good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
Yep, we'll get right on that, Carl. We'll get right on that for you. I don't know what's going on here. It's it's just out of there. So let's get some stuff in for Singapore, shall we? We'll at least do that for the girls and see where we can go from there. We'll get the supplier HQ tour on there. We'll get the chassis equipment upgrade on there. We'll get some weight training on there for Tatiana, and we'll do some driver promotion filming for some acclaim points. So that's all fine and dandy. Facility-wise, I don't know. Could we? No, I don't think we will. But we have 1,000 resource points. That's always good. We'll see about spending them at some point. But we will put in the fresh engine components. They will be on the car for Singapore, which we absolutely love and enjoy. So guys, let's get 25 likes on the video. I know it was a disappointing one for Jackie, but she can bounce back. Do get subscribed if you haven't already done so for more F1 2020 My Team Career Mode, more Snooker 19 Career Mode, more Marvel Spider-Man and whatever we play on Sundays. Stay safe out there, be kind to each other, do all of that usual stuff that they say you should do. And we'll see you on Wednesday for the Singapore Grand Prix. See you then, folks.